stuff. So you can see it's kind of out of order. The hard codes are all different. The length of this stuff is all different. You can go in here. Yeah, question?
When it encodes the shellcode, what algorithm are you using? Are you just using a simple XOR with a key?
I'm using a simple XOR with the key.
Question, could an IDS take a simple XOR checksum of an even number of bytes to identify the exploit? Because then the key would drop out.
What was that again?
Okay. If they took the first 10 bytes of, or if they took a particular 10 bytes of the shellcode, right?
Yeah.
And sorted them all together, your key would drop out no matter what the key was.
Why is that?
Because there's an even number of it in the XOR.
There's an even number of...
Well, I mean, I guess familiar at all with the SMAG virus chain where like they used to generate like a lot of multiple encryption generators and like a lot of garbage instructions.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, but you can...
Is it the same key that's XORed against every 4-byte block?
Every 4-byte block, yeah.
Yes, the same key XORed against.
Yeah, I'm thinking about using a sliding key. I mean, that's kind of the reason for that. But I mean, this is just to evade current and network intrusion detections. So I mean, in the future, if anyone does detect it by a mechanism like that, I mean, we can go ahead and add a couple extra instructions. The problem is I really didn't want to take up too much of the NOP sled, right? And I mean, every additional instruction I use potentially is like another few bytes of space, right? And I mean, this space is at a little bit more of a premium than it is even in the virus coder world, right? I mean, because like, you know, 1 byte could mean the difference of getting root and not getting root. So I mean, I just don't want to make it too overly complex to start to begin with, right? So I guess they could do that. Give it a shot, see how it goes. See right here, we say the maximum amount of non-operational instructions. By default, I use a 4. For Intel CISC CPUs, I found that 3 to 10 works really good, but for RISCs, you should probably try and keep it to 2 to 4, because in the RISC systems, it's always a 32-bit value. So, I mean, that's 4 bytes at a time. Down here... here is the this function itself is this here are the NOP replacements. So basically, this is a regular NOP. This is a multi-byte NOP that you can replace it with. This is a single byte one. These values here are all defined in the other header file. You can look them up and figure out what it means. But this last value here is the weight. So this one is like a 2. And what? This might be an old version. Anyhow, this is the weight here. Or this is the weight. I don't know. Whatever. Look at the other header file, and it defines what everything is, and you can figure out what all those integers mean, and you can just go in there and tweak these values to your liking. Any other questions? You want to compare them and see if they're identical? You would prefer that they're different? Yeah, but there are some sections of this code that are static. Right, so, I mean, they are, yeah, okay, 1004 E60. Is it the same? 1004. 1004 E360. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that could be right? But, I mean, there's a lot of static data also, and, I mean, it could be reading the, you know, offset section, which is the same every time. Or it could be, I don't know what it's doing, right? I mean, I haven't, like, fully debugged it, but apparently we're smashing something, right? And if we're smashing something, then that usually isn't the best thing to have go on. Especially in the IDS, yeah, as you said. Duly noted. Any other questions? Yes? Yeah, hey, I'm going to give that a go. The question was, you know, hey, are we going to have lots of stuff that will generate exploit and exploit the target system and the IDS simultaneously. You know, hey, that's definitely a way we might want to move. Recode any binary app. I don't know, man. I don't think too hard. I mean, everything's pretty modular and tight, you know. Anyone fairly familiar with C should be able to, like, you know, do whatever they want with the code. I like to think that it isn't too sloppily written. You know, there's a couple global variables that, like, my profs at some school get pissed at me about, but I kind of need those. I like globals. Anybody else? I'm just wrapped up. I'm just doing Q&A. Okay, yep. Pardon me? k2.ca/security.html. Anybody else? $5. All right. Going once, going twice. Okay, thank you.